Hey y'all, it's Alex the Creative Llama, and if you see this red live box right here, that means I'm live. But if you don't see it, that just means you're catching the replay, y'all. Our keyword tonight is angel, okay? So when you pop on, even if you're watching the replay, comment the word angel, and you'll get a message from me for the supply list. So go check that out. But y'all, we're going to be creating with this beautiful angel transfer. I have been dying to do this one. So we're going to create with this today. And I'm thinking we're going to leave our surface the way that it is. So this is a 9x12 palette sign. You can totally keep it that way. But we are just going to leave, this is a 9x12 palette sign. You could paint the background if you wanted to. I'm just going to leave it white. Hi guys. Hi Colleen. Hello, hello, hello y'all. Hit that heart button, sprinkle the video, and let's do a project. I am so sorry that I have not been on for most of the week, y'all. It has been nuts around here, but we're finally getting the house together. Hi, Miss Tammy. All right, so I like to take my transfers, y'all, and I like to score them using just some scissors. That way you don't cut your backer sheets, and it's a lot easier to keep your stuff together, okay? Hi, Donna. Hi, Christiana. Hi, guys. All right, so this is the background, and then you're gonna lay this part on top. So I am going to try to get this off, okay? And we are going to do some blues with this one. So, and of course it fell. All right, so we want to fuzz. Thank you for sprinkling. Hi, Karen. I'm doing good, y'all. I'm doing good. Thank you, Miss Cheryl, for commenting the keyword. Yes, y'all, our keyword is angel. Hit that heart button and sprinkle the video if you can. All right. We're going to fuzz this, and we're going to use this color scheme, okay? So it's teal, copper, gold, and eucalyptus. So we're going to put that to the side, and we're going to lay this down on here. Now, my surface is a tad bit bigger than the transfer itself. Oh, Lord. What did I do? Hold on, y'all. How have y'all been? How was y'all's weekend? What are y'all doing this weekend? Anything fun, y'all? We have been enjoying the cooler weather here in Texas. That's for dang sure. It's been so nice. I don't want it to get warm again. All right. Hi, Miss Lynette. Okay, here we go. So we're going to put this right here. And there we go. All right, we're going to push this down and make sure it's completely flat. So here's what we have so far, okay? Mid-60s. I know, it's been so nice here. So we're going to use eucalyptus, shimmer gold, shimmer copper, and teal, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit around, and then we will mix it up and kind of do the hot mess technique. So you can use whatever color background you want. Y'all, I feel like I'm still out of practice because I haven't gone live in like what seems forever. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of teal. And if this color option is not for you, do a color choice that works for you. You know, you don't have to do exactly what I do. Girl, you wouldn't have loved the heat this year. It was miserable. It was so dang hot. Worst summer in a long time. That's for sure. All right, so my gold is a little bit on the drier side. So I'm just gonna have to work with that. And then we're gonna get into our eucalyptus. And then, I mixed that. I put the eucalyptus in the teal. All right, here we go. So I'm just gonna take my small squeegee, and y'all, I am just going to kind of go in all sorts of directions and get it how I want it, okay? I'm a little nervous about how this is gonna turn out, but y'all, I've been dying to craft with this transfer. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe off the excess, and I'm gonna put a little bit of teal right here. There we go. And if we don't like it, y'all, we can add a little bit of color, more color on top. So I'm just going through and I'm wiping off all that extra that is sitting on top of the transfer. Okay, same thing. pulling that up. Now, I put a lot of paste on here, so I am I don't want to say wasting it, but I'm not saving it because I can't put it back in the jar once it's mixed. So that's why you see me wiping it up. Here we go. All right, so I think I want a little bit of teal over here because it seems to be it's just the copper and the eucalyptus. All right, are y'all ready to see this? Trying to get it all covered. Okay, let's go through, pick up all the extra paste, and let's see how this turns out. Y'all ready? And, ooh, y'all, I think that is really, really pretty. I really like that. So I'm gonna lay this over here. I'm gonna spray with some water and we'll clean it up afterwards. Okay. I'll hold it up for y'all in a second. Hi, Marcy. Okay, let me catch up on comments. Hi, Cassandra. Hi, Sharon. You're good. Miss Lynette. No. Oh, no. I haven't been on. I have not been on since last Friday. I purchased one of your transfers. I'm not sure if I can use the other paints without. Miss Carla, I would only use the chalk paste. If you use acrylic paint or regular chalk paint, it's going to clog your screen and then you won't be able to use it again. Hi, Rebecca. I only recommend really using the paste. All right. So here's what we have. I think that is really, really pretty, y'all. Like gorgeous. I also thought about doing like a black and gold or silver and gold. I also want to do a red one. Y'all, I've got all sorts of ideas for this. All right, so let's get this dry because we're going to put the other half, this, on top, okay? But there's cutouts to go with the wings, which we're going to use those as well. Yeah, Miss Carla, I would suggest using the paste because acrylic paint and chalk paint sometimes can be too thin, and so like it can bleed underneath the transfer, and then it's really hard to clean out. I had somebody, I've never tried it myself, but I had a customer who bought a transfer from me, and she used regular paint, and the transfer was ruined. She had to buy another one. So just keep that in mind. I think she was able to get one use out of it, but I don't want you wasting your money. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. Hit the heart button. I thought pink, oh, y'all, pink and gold would look really pretty. Pink and rose gold would be really pretty. You could do a bunch of different blues and take out the shimmers. All right. So we got that on there, right? We are going, let me make sure it's dry. It's still a little wet, y'all. Still a little wet. So we are going to layer this on top. And we're going to try not to get the wings because we're going to use that on the cutout. Hi guys, if you're just jumping on, say hey and comment the word angel. And y'all, don't forget, transfers are buy 3, get 1 free right now. All transfers are buy 3, get 1 free. So, I don't want y'all to miss out if you've been wanting some of these or some of the transfers. All right, let's fuzz. I got you, Miss Angelica. All right, let's fuzz this because we are going to layer it and we are going to put wax on top of my surface already, okay? So I want to fuzz really well, and then I'm going to use a little bit of surface wax to protect the paint that we already put down, okay? That's fuzz. Let's come over here. Let's wax. Y'all, I haven't been in here in so long, so I don't know where all my stuff is. All right, little bit of surface wax. My wax, I always say, is a little bit flaky for whatever reason, so I just heat it up to kind of get it back to that right consistency. Ah! Y'all, I swear, I'm so out of practice. I haven't been live in like 4 days and I don't even know what I'm doing. Just joking. All right, little bit of surface wax, okay? And I'm just gonna really focus it, I guess all over, because y'all, if you don't wax, sometimes your stickiness of your transfer can pull up your color, and you do not want that, okay? A little bit of wax, we're good to go. The ghost turned it on. Oh, girl. Now, it's because I dropped it over here. All right, we're going to line it up. Transfers are see-through, so you'll be able to see where it needs to go. Okay. And we are going to do, remember the wings. Hold on. Hold the phone. I'm going to try not to get it on the wings, but I don't know if I'm going to have luck with that. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Give me a second. There we go. That looks good. All right, we're gonna push down. Now, you don't have to use the cutouts if you don't want to. I am going to, but I'm still gonna, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still going to chalk on them, so that way y'all can see what it looks like without the cutouts, and then we will add the cutouts here in just a little bit, okay? So we'll have to clean this transfer, but I just want to show y'all 2 options, okay? And y'all, when you comment the word angel, you'll get a message from me. Click on supply list, and then you'll click on chalk products, and it'll take you to a cart that has everything in there, if you're wanting some of this, okay? So I'm just taking my shimmer gold, and we're gonna do the wings. But there are other parts of this transfer that I need to also paste, because it kind of finishes up the background. Okay. Almost there. And y'all, my gold is a little dry. All right. Come on, cover. I probably should have added a little bit of distilled water to my gold. All right. Okay. I'm going to lift this up. Okay. So you can see that the angel wings are on there, right? I'm going to lay this back down. Oh, heck. What the heck happened? I'm just going to lay it back down. So let me show y'all. I don't know what I did. But right here is not as even at the top as it should be. So I'm just going to do, we're going to do some teal. I got the angel in the mail today. Yay! Oh my gosh, y'all. Getting stuff all over me. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of teal right here. And then I'm just going to do teal down here. And I'm just going to try to cover up wherever there's some white space. And I'm just going to use the color teal. Like so. All right. Paste it on that. Looks good. We're going to lift this up. Oh my gosh, y'all. I have so many pastes open that I don't know where to put my stuff. Okay, a little bit there. A little bit here. Ooh, y'all, that looks good. And here. All right, so we pasted. Now I'm going to do the angel. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my detail tool, and we're going to take a little bit of bark, and we're going to do the hair. Hi, Bambi. You didn't get a notification. I think I messed up my notification, to be honest with you. I thought it said something different, so I turned it off really quickly, so it probably didn't get sent out to everybody like it's supposed to, but that's okay. All right, so I'm taking bark, and I am just doing her hair. You could do whatever color hair you wanted to. I'm going to go with brown. Okay. looks good. We're gonna wipe this up, and then I'm gonna do Dune for her arms and her face. So let me find my Dune. I meant to pull that out. Hi, Sharon. Yay, I'm so glad you got it. I'm doing my best to get caught up, y'all. It has been really hard to unpack and still work on orders. I've been doing my best at doing both, so I really appreciate y'all's patience with your orders. Y'all have been rock stars. No one has complained, and I just appreciate y'all's understanding. All right, we're gonna do the arm over here, and I do see a little spot where I missed her hair. Okay, so I'm gonna dip back into my bark and do the rest of her hair, and we're good. Ooh, no, we're not. I forgot something. So we're gonna lift that up. Ooh, y'all, that looks good. Then there's some lines down here that I think I wanna do maybe in gold. No, we're gonna do shimmer copper. Hi, Pat. Sorry, y'all. I'm just over here talking out loud to myself. I'm having a hard time working and looking at comments. I promise I'm not like ignoring y'all. But this was a little bit more detailed than what I expected. But I'm loving this. Come on. All right, here we go. We're gonna lift this up. So here's what we have so far. So you could totally leave it like this if you wanted to, okay? Hi, Kim. I'm gonna put this to the side. We're gonna clean our transfer. That way we can do the angel wings. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close up all my paste. Okay, we're not done. We are not done because we're gonna do the wings, the wing cutouts, okay? So let me put all of these up. Thanks, Miss Sandy. Yeah, I've been really dying to use this one. And I've been looking for some inspiration, and I think I found it. But there's so many different color schemes I want to do with this. All right. So close all of these up. Maybe we'll do copper wings. I don't know. We'll have to see. Thanks, Miss Lynette. Hi, Pam. Okay, so I'm going to take a baby wipe, and I'm going to wipe this down. I'm kind of in a bind because your girl did not fill up her water bottle before she came live to really clean this. So I'm going to take a baby wipe on top. I don't have a trash can in here yet. And I'm going to do my best to clean this out, okay? I really will just focus on the wings because that's where we need those to be clean, okay? Feeling that up. There we go. And let's get these as clean as possible. Y'all, silly me, rookie mistake. I didn't make sure all my stuff was filled up. All right. I think that's as clean as I'm going to get it, y'all. So, put this to the side. And here are our wings. Hi, Sandy. Yes, happy Wednesday. Let's see. I always talk to myself, for sure. I think, Miss Pam, it's because I messed it up. I messed with the notification. It's nothing you did. It was me. Okay, so I'm going to put these on the back. And then we'll flip it over. Okay. Flip it over. That didn't work. I really need, let me go get this wet. I'm so sorry, y'all. Let me get my sponge wet and really clean that off because it still has a bunch it still has a bunch of paste in it, and it's not gonna look good. I mean, look, do y'all see all that paste that's in there? So let's try this again. I just went and got my sponge wet. My kitchen is literally right next to me, so it's not difficult to go get that wet. There we go. Oh my goodness, y'all, that looks a million times better. Our angel wings would have not turned out very good. All right. Let's dry this. We'll dry all of this, and then we'll try this again. Y'all are so quiet. Tell me what y'all had for dinner tonight. What did y'all have? I've not eaten yet. It is a palette board. Yes, ma'am. It sure is. All right. Let me wipe these off because in my messily trying to put those on, I got these all gross. All right. Let me dry these off. Here we go. All right, so tell me in the comments, should Stromboli, Whataburger, oh girl, I love Whataburger. Cream of chicken soup, homemade veggie soup, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so let's put our angel wings on. Oh my gosh, y'all, I can't believe I was gonna try to do that without cleaning the transfer. Okay, so I'm gonna hold up the board again. Should we do gold wings or copper wings? Ooh, pork chops and fried potatoes, yum. So should we do gold wings or copper wings? So what we did on here was gold, but should we do copper? What do y'all think? Which one do y'all want to see? Gold, copper, angel, copper, copper, copper. Okay, I think copper is going to stand out a bit more. Y'all are like, copper it is. Okay, so we're going to get into our copper. Now, you could totally paint. So this is, the wings are a chalkboard surface. So if you don't like how it turns out, you can totally just spray some water on it or just wet your board eraser and wipe it right off if you don't like how it turns out. But you can also paint the wings with the chalk paste to give it a background color if you prefer that. But we're just gonna leave it white. But we are gonna go in with the copper. And this is one of the colors of the month, y'all. If you're not a club member, you should be. It's just a monthly subscription. All right. Okay. We're gonna do this side. Oh my gosh, y'all. I can't believe I was gonna try to do that without actually cleaning it. It's gonna look so much better. All right. Pick up all that extra paste, get it back into my jar, and let's lift. Hi, Judith. Hi, Phyllis. Ooh, y'all, that's so pretty. I'm gonna try not to mess it up. But look at the detail on that. Y'all, I have the shakes because I'm so hungry. And I had a coffee today and I really didn't eat anything today. So that's why I'm shaking. Hi, Sandra. All right, let's dry these. I got my glue gun going. And then we'll clean up and then we'll put these on and then we'll be done, okay? So do me a huge favor. Hit the heart button if you like what you're seeing. Sprinkle the video if at all possible. And comment the word angel. I have everything in a cart for you. You just have to click the button that says supply list. And then click the button that says chalk products. And you can check out everything that I put in the cart for you. But transfers, like I said, are buy 3, get 1 free all month. So if you've not stocked up on some of the Christmas ones that release, I suggest you do so quickly. Thanks, Miss Sandy. Y'all are awesome. Thanks for like letting me be like a nervous wreck, y'all. I don't know. It's for some reason when I take off like more than like a day or two, I get like, I fumble over my words and I get nervous. I don't know why. All right. So we got this on here. I see a little spot that oh my word, y'all, I swear. I see a little spot where I smeared the teal. So I'm just taking a wet wipe and just wiping that right up. Ooh, y'all, I think, oh, the copper was such a better choice. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Y'all, look at that. Look how pretty. All right, let me put up my colors. Oh, I thought you were saying, Sandy, I thought I read, you're doing it wrong. I'm like, at least someone's honest with me. I had to reread it. All right, what do we think? That's not going to heat up fast enough. So we're just going to use my good old stick fast glue. And we're going to glue these on, okay? Thank you for sprinkling. Thank you, Miss Sandy Brown. Oh, heck. This is the only problem about putting it in a needle nose bottle, y'all, is that it tends to clog. And I normally need like a needle to get it unclogged. Okay. Now, I'm gluing these on here, so they're not going to come off, okay? But if you wanted to reuse these angel wings for a different project, use glue dots, removable glue dots, and you will be able to take them off your project and use the wings for something else, okay? Because remember, these are chalkboard surface. The palette sign is not. Okay? We're going to do this. And y'all hit the heart button. We're going to pick a winner for a $5 coupon. Ooh, y'all, we're going to do our live sale on Friday a little bit differently. We're going to do it a little different, and we're going to see how it works. I don't know if y'all are going to like it, but we're going to try it. Thank you. Oh, shoot. Y'all, I might have to use the hot glue, because this is moving on me. Or maybe I should just stop messing with it for a second, you know? Thank you. Thanks, y'all. I think this turned out pretty good. I really want to do one with a red background and like a Christmas ribbon to make it like a Christmas angel. I think that'd be really, really pretty. All right. What do y'all think? The copper was such a good choice. Hi, Lisa. Thank you. So we used, on the background, we used gold, copper, teal, and eucalyptus. I also think instead of the eucalyptus, where is it? I also think the eggshell blue would have been really pretty. I think that would have been a really pretty choice too. Okay, so here it is. Comment away, y'all, because we're gonna pick a winner for $5. Okay. Woo, I love it. All right, I'm going to refresh my comments, and then we will pick a winner, y'all. We'll pick a winner. A wiener. All right. Of course, Miss Sharon. Thank you, y'all. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Miss Sandy Smith. Miss Sandy Smith, are you still here? Miss Sandy Smith. And then she's, hi, thanks, Miss Brenda. I'm looking for Sandy Smith. She may not be here, so she's not, there she is. Okay, Miss Sandy, do me a huge favor. Send a message to the page saying like, hey, I won, and your email address, and I will get your giveaway sent out to you probably tomorrow, okay? It'll just be a coupon code for you. All right, y'all, have a great rest of your night. I'm so glad to be back. I might be live in the morning, depending on some things that happen. So if not, I will be on in the afternoon, okay? Y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.